Hello. It seems an appropriate time at the end of 2 weeks of war to look back and ask some fundamental questions, not just about the Ukraine, but also about us. And I don't think we come out of this very well so far. Today, there's been an attack on a military base very close to the Polish border. If those missiles had gone slightly astray, that would have been an attack on NATO territory. That would have had very alarming consequences. There's also, incidentally, been an attack from Iran on an American base in Turkey. That's gone largely unreported. And over all of this, I think it is a much bigger question. We've finally had some sort of progress on the idea that we in Britain are going to accept refugees. And there's going to be some sort of sponsorship deal where we can take Ukrainian refugees into our own houses. There was a sponsorship proposal about Syrian refugees, and it was so bound up in red tape, it didn't seem to go very far. And one would hope that this proposal will be slightly less dogged in red tape. But I also wonder if there's some truth in the stories which are now beginning to pop up around the media, social media, questioning an inherent racism in the West's response to the Ukrainian crisis. So why are we demanding a response? Why are we demanding to help refugees now when we didn't demand to help people from Palestine, from Iraq, Iran, from Afghanistan particularly, from Syria? And the question has to be asked, is this because these people did not share our religious or cultural background? I think it's a heinous question, but I think it's extremely valuable to ask, and I don't think we come off well. I think we should have been responding to people years and years ago, and we haven't been living up to our responsibilities. Our responsibility is very simple. Seeking refuge is about need, and it doesn't matter where somebody comes from. If they need our help, they should get it. And we've confused this, and this has been particularly confused in the Brexit debate, but we've confused this with political expediency. And we are wrong. There is no question about it. And when history is written, we are going to look very poor. I think we have not been helped by one of the most savage Home Secretaries that I think we've ever had in Priti Patel, and one of the most inept Foreign Secretaries in Liz Truss. And it really is about time that they both went. Priti Patel particularly because, as someone better than me pointed out yesterday, she lied to Parliament. She should do the honourable thing now and resign, and she didn't do the honourable thing when she was accused of bullying, and indeed fairly strong evidence was given to the committee that was investigating that. I think we need to think at the end of 2 weeks about our honour, whether we have lived up to the centuries of tradition that we are rightly proud of, and I think we haven't. I think we have fallen, and I think we're not alone. I think much of Europe has also fallen. But as President Erdogan pointed out, and the Prime Minister of Albania pointed out, this whole conflict throws into question the responsibilities of Europe, of our European landmass, not just of the European Union. The responsibilities of Europe and the key decisions that led to the foundation of the European Union. And if we cannot respond positively to people in need, then we have not only failed as Europeans, we've also failed as human beings. And when we are so busy looking at our opening hours and our red tape, I think we are failing as politicians as well. I think we have to put humanity first, and we have to put need first. The need of those who are appealing for our help. It doesn't matter where they come from. It doesn't matter what their culture is. It doesn't matter what their creed is. And that should have been something said years and years ago.